Hey guys, Vas from X-Force again with
Scott from X-Force.
Now today we've got, I'd say it's a new one, but it's not. We're going way back in time.
A revised classic.
This is the classic.
Yeah.
Gel blaster. Probably, I would say, the most popular gel blaster of all time. I'm sure you probably guessed it, the Gen 8. So this one we're basically calling the 2.5 because there is one similar, but then this is the next step.
And a half.
Yeah, sort of half. All right, so the old Gen 8 M4A1, and it comes in a box as such. So you got to put the
Buttstock on.
The buttstock on.
And buffer tube too.
New restyled mag, so this is the stag mag instead of your P mag. Some gels and obvious instruction manual in there. You get this bag full of little goodies. So you've got your battery, your
rear iron sight,
charger, and of course the famous silver tip flash hider. Let me see if I can get that on now.
Performance anxiety.
Yeah.
Happens to us all.
This is a nylon base. It's a little bit thicker than the old ABS.
Don't usually do it pushing down on your wires either, just in case you damage it.
No, yeah.
He is a trained professional.
I'm trained professional. So, voila. And your stock, this is the old twist lock stock. And the same thing with that handguard. Now, going off the old one is definitely a much better quality build-wise. So body, handguard, stock, everything is nylon.
There's no creaking when you squeeze it.
Well, it's not only that, but the material. So the old one was ABS plastic. Now ABS plastic, for those that don't know, is a very hard, brittle plastic that cracks, breaks quite easily. Nylon, on the other hand, is a lot more, the polymer it's much more flexible, thicker, has a lot more flex in it. So they're a lot more harder to break. But yeah, it just feels more solid. On top of that, metal barrel.
Yes.
And the old Gen 8 box has been also revised and is now semi and full auto, and I believe a prime. It primes. Of course, we need to put the battery to show that off. So we'll do that.
The design of the body is the same though, so you do have with your top of the pick rail rather screws. So if you have a real heavy optic on it and want to thrash around a bit, you can actually rip those screws out if you're savage or you drop it. So
the batteries kind of need to charge.
It's one take.
Yeah.
I don't have a battery in this one.
No, we don't have battery in that. All right. Anyway, there you go. You can.
Yeah. It's limp because the battery is charged, but it does prime.
Even if the battery is a bit low power, it'll still shoot. It's just the shooting. Now, the reason why this thing needs a nice full battery is because this particular, and this is why we're calling it 2.5, is metal geared. So there is a nylon geared version, but we've opted for the.
What's the point of getting the nylon if you got the choice for the metal?
Of course, man.
And the price of these is still.
It's still
pretty damn good.
Very affordable. So the reason why we're doing this, we're sort of following our last video on the TG ARP9, so we're doing a sort of budget line. So this is under $200. So if you think about a nylon, a metal geared, metal barrel, full nylon build for under $200, that is pretty good.
Yeah. We will do a video that's combined, so it's like the best of under $300 as well.
We'll get one of them to you guys. So we've got a few more blasters we're looking at in this sort of price range and lower. The Chinese have now started doing a lot more stuff because I think the American market's coming on quite strong. The Chinese market's back up a little bit, so they are starting to manufacture a lot more and quite a decent quality lower range. So it's great to see. Like I said,
it's an easier price point for a family to get into, so even for presents or if you buy it for the young ones as well, you can get your cool stuff and buy them a cheaper one just so you're not going to whinge.
Yep. So the revised Gen 8 mags have gone with the top loading instead of the old side loading door, which is fantastic because they're a lot harder to break. A nice slimline stag nag style. It's got all the little writing on it, so it looks really neat, really clean. No screw holes either for those that like a really clean mag. And yeah, the only thing with these, they're kind of hard to open that little door sometimes.
I prefer the little door.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times you would see doors smashed off laying in an area of people
so these are good. These are nylon as well compared to the
mag.
Yeah, of the other mags. So these will be a little bit stronger, comes dropping time and all that. The other cool thing is it comes in a tan with tan mags, and we've got those already available for those that...
These look really good with a black mag in it too.
Yeah.
Because you got your black accent, so just
mix it up a little bit. Yeah.
But if you've got black optics or a black grip, it just balances it, so...
100%. So, yeah, look, I mean, if you're ever after a cheap M4, this is really a no-brainer.
Perfect backups or just getting into it. You know, have it in your bag. You can run it as a primary, or if you go, hey, my HPA, my tank's out, pull it out, and under $200 you're running and gunning for cheap. So.
Yep. And I mean, these days, you know, if you're just want to start out and you're not sure, and
you can just plug it in the backyard.
Yeah, I don't know, if you want to go to a field, I don't know if it's your thing, if gel balling is going to be your hobby, this is a great little start. And then if you do want to upgrade them, or just, you know, later on upgrade to a better blast and have this as secondary,
at least you don't have to pay for metal barrels or metal gears, which is the big hitters.
The other beauty is if you do upgrade it, you know, chuck a M95 or M100 spring in there, you don't have to change anything, you just chuck it in and bang, you've probably got this thing, I'd say you'd be shooting up in the high 2s to 300.
Well, the fact having semi as well as full auto, there are some fields where they have the semi only matches, so you actually still get this, and it's about what the price of the Gen 9s were as well. So they're cheap, especially for what you're getting, but you can still smack around with a semi.
Yep.
So,
and I mean, I'm sure I probably mentioned the last one. We are going to be bringing a CNC Gen 8 box. Now, a lot of people used to love the Gen 8s. The cool thing with the Gen 8s and the difference with the V2s is these are more stable. And the reason I say that is because your motor, it has a cage, it's not adjustable. So once it's in, it's in. It's not going to slip off or all that.
You don't have to worry about that motor height adjustment.
So you don't have to keep messing around with the screw underneath it. Once it's in, that is done. So there's a lot less hassles with these sort of gearboxes. So yeah, we're looking to bring in a full CNC box for these.
Your old UMPs, you can chuck the CNC box in that. The M249, so you minimi, I'll be able to dust that off and get it going again. So
we're going to definitely make these Gen 8s #1.
Refurbed.
All right, so
bring them closer.
I'll bring you guys closer. We'll go on and shoot.
We'll go tip to tip.
And yeah, I mean, it's fantastic and great to see JinMing. Look at that. That's some actually quality in these blasters. It's great to see them getting revised and brought back. And for all those guys that did love them, see the barrel. Look at that metal barrel in there. Nice. And there, there's that tan. Now it's going to look different on video. I can tell you that. It's a very different sort of tan.
At least this tan is one tan across the whole thing.
Yeah, it is one tan, which is nice to see. It's not, you know, 10 different. Oh yeah. Okay. See him there. 10 different shades. So that is very cool.
Actually hear that.
Come in, check them out, test them out, and I guarantee you definitely love them. Alright, let's go shoot it. Hey guys, Fast back here at our range with the new JinMing M4A1 2.5 version. So this guy right here is the latest on the block of the budget range blasters, and an old favorite that we all used to love. I mean, back in the day, these guys literally revolutionized gel ball as we know it. We went from to wow, cool. We can actually, I mean, we started modding the absolute living daylights out of these things. Anyway, so we're gonna show you off the fact that it does prime, and I'm gonna pop a couple in semi, and then oh yeah, got it.
That is a 7-volt battery as well.
That's a 7.4 volt battery, so your battery is now like it all goes in there as such. Really easy to take that stock off, put it back on. I'll crack a few through the chrono. That is some really nice numbers. Not sure what happened there.
What colour gels are you shooting through the Ace-Tech chrono?
We are using the Ace-Tech AC6000BT, that's the Bluetooth version chrono, and we're using our X-Force orange gels. So they're not nothing crazy hardness, they're just your standard hardness gels. With these sort of blasters, anything shooting under sort of the 280, I tend to use the orange because they just work well, and you don't need to go anything harder. Sometimes this sort of blaster we find hard punching out some of the ultra hards.
I like snowballs on them, so they're a bit easier to see sometimes.
Well, let me show you these numbers.
It's consistent.
It's consistent. There are a couple of, I mean the 250, but we're hitting the 270s. That's straight out of the box. Now, in saying that, you might get one that's shooting 240, they average, I'd say, anywhere around 230, 240 to about the 270. That's a little bit of a freak one there.
It also depends on how if the spring's been compressed in transport.
Yeah.
So, but metal gears, you can always change that spring.
With the metal gears, like I said, it is a slightly upgraded. So yeah, it will shoot better than the first old nylon geared ones. Like I said, the battery is nothing special, it's just a 7.4. It's not even a fully charged one. So I'm just using it just to see what you'll actually get straight out of the box. So that is actually fantastic. I hope you guys like the new revised Gen 8. I think, yeah, you really can't go wrong for the money. And the new color code, they're pretty cool if you want to change it up a little bit. It's even got the little soft rubber backing on, which is really nice. Alright, so let me know what you guys think. Comment below, follow us. Remember, stop and think, put that baby in a bag, transport to and from the field. Let's keep it safe, and let's have fun. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.